Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for October 2018. This is Elizabeth from channelsguidance.com. Okay, so I've already shuffled the decks for you and you did have two jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. The first card that jumped for you is the Six of Cups. This card does represent memories from the past. This could represent someone from the past coming back into your life, you wanting someone from the past back. The card that jumped with it is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can represent deceit or self-deceit. So it could be that maybe you don't want to admit to yourself that you're still thinking about somebody from the past, an ex, maybe somebody from years ago. Or it could be that someone from the past is kind of lying to themselves and maybe not wanting to admit that they still care about you. So these were just jumping cards. Let me put them back in the deck and we'll see if they come up again or something similar. Let's start off with 9 cards. This is the love reading for the sign of Aries for October 2018. You start off with the Sun. Love reading for the sign of Aries for October. Page of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aries, the Hermit. Love reading for the sign of Aries, Knight of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aries for October 2018. Five of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aries for October. King of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aries for October. Eight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aries for October. Queen of Swords. Interesting. What's the most important thing that Aries needs to hear about their love life for October 2018? Six of Swords. So this card is telling you no matter what situation you have going on in your love life, this card is telling you that you are moving away from your problems, you're moving away from troubles, anything that you feel is blocking your love life. You're moving towards something much healthier, something much more positive. Okay, so we'll come back to this card to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. And if you would like a private reading, you can go to my website. My website is channelguidance.com, and I have changed it to where now it's all just one page to avoid confusion. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the first 3 cards that you have here. You have the Sun, the Page of Rods, and the Hermit. So you have, you start off with the Sun. This is the most positive card in the entire deck, and it only pops up when there's going to be a positive outcome, no matter what's going on, whether there's been a breakup or maybe you're hoping to meet somebody new. The Sun is promising you success. Now, you do have, just kind of jumping to the other side, you have another major arcana. You have the Hermit, which means there's a lot of thinking going on right now around you, whether this is you or it could be your partner. The Hermit means someone's doing a lot of soul searching to try to figure things out. So if you've been kind of maybe distanced from a partner, maybe there's no communication between you, maybe maybe somebody moved out or somebody's asked for some space. The Hermit does mean that somebody's really thinking deeply and trying to figure things out. And again, with the Sun there, this is promising you that if somebody has asked for some space, there's going to be a positive outcome. You also have the Page of Rods, which is the Page of Wands. This represents good news. The pages are all communication, and this page always brings good news. So again, if somebody has kind of, distanced themselves from you for whatever reason, the Page of Rods is telling you you're not only going to hear from this person, but the news is going to be what you want it to be. It's going to be positive. The Page of Wands is also telling you that there's a lot of change and excitement coming to your love life. So this really explains why the Sun is your first card, telling you there's much more positive energy coming to your love life. And also the main energy, the Six of Swords, was telling you that you're moving in your love life, no matter what's going on, you're moving towards something much healthier. You're leaving behind all of your troubles or, maybe a relationship that doesn't serve you. So in the next row here, we have the Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This also can represent you if you have a moon or rising in an earth sign. Now what we have here, this is interesting because you've got the Knight of Cups and then the Five of Pentacles right next to it. I mean, the Knight of Cups is really positive because it represents, you know, your love life moving forward. This could even represent someone coming into your life, sweeping you off your feet. This is a kind of a knight in shining armor energy. This can be a proposal for, you know, a relationship or marriage. But what's interesting is the card next to it, the Five of Pentacles. I mean, this is a card of emotional poverty. This is, when this card comes up, you're really hurting. And you usually feel that somebody has completely like shut you out emotionally. Somebody has just like slammed the door in your face. This just has that energy around it. And it seems like there could be, you know, some movement around a relationship where this happened. Where somebody maybe just, you know, completely shut you out of their lives. Maybe blocked you on all social media. Maybe didn't even give you an explanation for why you were breaking up. There is some type of proposal, like, you know, will you forgive me, or let's try again. And it can be with someone who is an earth sign. If your partner or an ex is an earth sign, that's a strong message for you. But again, it can also be you. I just see that there's been some suffering here. There's been some suffering, and somebody's kind of felt like either they've been completely shut out of somebody's life, or you just feel like you and your partner, like there's a huge distance between you, and you're really getting nothing anymore, nothing emotionally. There's going to be some type of positive movement here with the Knight of Cups. Some type of, you know, proposal, like let's try again. Or the relationship is just moving in a much healthier direction, which I see right here with the main energy. Now, in the next row, this is interesting as well. You've got another court card over there. You've got the Queen of Swords, so that's an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Again, this can be you if you have a moon or rising and an air sign, or it can be your partner. And for some, I mean, since it's a general reading, for some of you, it can be that your partner's an earth sign, and others could have a partner who's an air sign. What I see here is, I mean, somebody left. The Eight of Cups. This is the goodbye card. Somebody chose to walk away. I mean, that really ties in with that Five of Pentacles up there, because that means that somebody was really hurting and suffering and feeling, you know, really kind of shut out. And it could be that that suffering was because of this. Somebody left and said goodbye. Somebody's looking at this. You have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the same energy as a Hermit that you have up there at the top. Again, somebody is doing a lot of thinking. This is a card almost kind of dissecting your feelings and trying to figure out like what's really going on. Somebody is studying your relationship, or maybe they're studying their reasons for leaving. Maybe they're studying their reasons for wanting to leave, or refusing, you know, to move to a further commitment. This is just a card of somebody stopping and really looking at a relationship, at your relationship, at your future. They're looking at this very carefully. But especially if somebody left you, if somebody walked away, it's like somebody is looking at this, like, did I do the right thing? So that could explain why we have what we have right here. Why there is some type of movement and proposal where somebody just felt completely shut out emotionally. Again, like somebody just disappeared from your life with little to no explanation. You know, and I see the same thing in the top row. It's a persistent message. The Page of Rods and the Hermit. Good news from someone that's doing, you know, a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching, and trying to figure out the truth, whatever that truth may be. Okay, so let me get a few more cards to see what the rest of the message is. What other message is there for the sign of Aries for October 2018? Interesting. Now you have the Five of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for October? The Moon. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for October? The Star. So these three cards right here. I mean, the Five of Cups, this card is telling me that somebody is feeling pretty devastated right now. I mean, this is an energy of feeling just really disappointed in someone. So this, I mean, it ties in with the Five of Pentacles. Now you've got two fives here. The fives always represent something difficult, a challenge. And I mean, this energy from this card, this is feeling just, you know, you're feeling a sense of sadness that you just cannot shake off. Now, what's interesting is that you've got it with the Moon. I mean, yes, it can be that maybe there was deceit. I think at the beginning of the reading, you had the Seven of Swords jump for you, and that card also does represent deceit. But it could be self-deceit. Maybe you're convinced that you're going to stay in this lonely, sad energy, and it could be maybe you're your pain is making you believe that with the moon. This can be self-deceit because you have the star right next to it. And the star does represent your hopes and wishes coming true when it comes to your love life. It can also be that for some of you, you're in the dark about, why a relationship has gone the way that it has. I mean, I feel like there's something painful going on with you. I mean, the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Again, feeling like somebody just slammed the door in your face and emotionally, and you know nothing. And this is causing you so much pain with the Five of Cups. But the moon is telling you there's something you don't know. I mean, if you get one message from the moon, it has so many different meanings. But for me, the most important meaning is that there's one side of the story that you don't know about yet. You'll find out eventually. Especially, with the star and the sun being in the same reading. What was hidden from you is going to come to light. So maybe you'll be finding out why somebody walked away from you. I mean, I feel like somebody's looking at it right now. Like, what did I do? Is this the right decision? I feel like looks can be deceiving. I mean, you may think that somebody walked away from you, somebody's in a happy relationship, and they may not be. And again, for some of you, it can be that it's an earth sign, and for others, it could be an air sign. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the confirmation deck and see what it wants to tell you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for October? You've got the Two of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for October? The Page of Pentacles, so this is a repeat card. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries? And the Hierophant. What's the most important message that Aries needs to hear about their love life for the month of October? Wow. So you've got now two repeat cards. You've got the star here and the star here. So, I mean, this is huge. This is telling you that what you want is coming to you. Again, the star is a card of hopes and wishes. What you want is coming to you, or who you want is coming to you. Even if it seems like kind of far-fetched, because I mean, you have painful energy here, so some of you could be really hurting. I mean, the star also does represent inner guidance, spiritual guidance. So, if your relationship is meant to be with someone and they chose to walk away, which I do see right here, something maybe can't let them move on. They're looking at this with the Page of Pentacles being here. They're doing a lot of thinking about you and kind of thinking, was that the best decision? And I see that here as well with the Hermit. This is a major arcana of something significant happening because somebody is really doing so much thinking and trying to see the truth. But, I mean, this is huge. Your hopes and wishes when it comes to your love life are coming true. Now, let's look, sorry about that. The other message that you have here is the Two of Cups. So this is, the soulmate card. This is a really strong bond between you and someone. So I feel like this is here to remind you that what you had or have with this person in your life is real. And I feel like for some of you, like if that person is no longer in your life, you probably needed to hear that, especially with something like the Hierophant here. Because the Hierophant is that card of kindred spirits and soulmates. So when you have this connection, like it's not so easy to break, which is, what I was telling you with this card, which is a repeat card. Someone is doing a lot of thinking about you. Someone's doing a lot of thinking. And this is not only thinking, this is studying. Somebody is kind of fishing for the truth, kind of what you see here. They're trying to figure out what is what. This is looking at you and your history and your future under a microscope. Somebody is kind of planning their next move. It's kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like, even if you're in a really, really painful place right now, which I have been getting a lot of private readings where people are just kind of, they say they're beyond devastated. I don't know what's going on. Things are changing with a star. Your hopes and wishes are coming true when it comes to a particular partner, relationship, or your love life. And you're actually moving towards something much healthier with the Six of Swords being the other main energy. Again, you're getting away from all of these fives that you've had in this reading, the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. You're getting away from all that. And you're moving maybe towards, a much healthier relationship. Probably with the same person, but for others it can be with another person. What we're going to do now is we're going to use this deck here to look at those who want to know more about their ex. Maybe you want to know if you're going to get back together. Are you going to hear from them? We're going to take a really good look at that. I am going to keep these cards nearby because usually when they repeat themselves, That is a huge message. So pay attention to that, especially if you can't afford a private reading, which, you know, I totally understand. But you can use these, you know, general readings to kind of figure things out. Just pay attention to what cards repeat themselves and then think about your situation. Let me go ahead and shuffle that deck. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. And this can be an ex where you just broke up a few days ago, a few weeks ago, months ago, years ago. As long as they're, you know, you are no longer like in a relationship, then it's valid for you. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Aries and their ex. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Aries and their ex. Okay. Get this out of the way. I have a feeling that this reading might turn out to be the longest reading I've uploaded. I hope the other signs don't get mad. I did upload 2 readings today, but I was really cold when I did those readings, so they were kind of rushed a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, so let's focus on the sign of Aries and your ex. What is coming? Show me the energy around Aries and their ex for the month of October 2018. 3 of Wands. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex for October. 2 of Swords. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. 6 of Pentacles. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. 7 of Cups. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. Ace of Swords. Show me the energies around Aries and their ex. 8 of Wands. Okay, so let's take a good look at this. Now, you don't have, at least not that I remember, and I have them here, you don't have any repeat cards from the 9-card spread, although the 2 of Swords did jump for you when I was properly shuffling. If you remember, it came out with it was the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, and I put them back in the deck. But, I mean, it is here, so it's significant in some way. Let's go ahead and start at the top. You have the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. So, you know, what I see here, it just seems like things with your ex are still kind of, you know, really unsettled. You have the 3 of Wands saying that you have been waiting, that you are waiting. Usually the 3 of Wands is telling you that, you know, if you're willing to wait, and usually when this card comes up, you do have to wait. Your time to be happy, or your time to have this person that you love, that you want to be with, that time, that opportunity will come to you if you're willing to wait. This is a message that the best is yet to come. And then you have the 2 of Swords. For some of you, I mean, the 2 of Swords, this represents a really, really, like, difficult decision. And it sometimes represents that you're stuck. You're stuck until you make this decision. For some of you, it's hard to say in a general reading, but I mean, I feel like for some of you, there can be like another partner. I've been having a lot, and even today, of like, you know, somebody like interested in someone that's already in another relationship, or they're in a relationship. For some of you, you know, if you want to get back together with your ex, some of you may have to make a decision to leave another partner, or that partner may have to make a really difficult decision and walk away from, you know, whatever relationship they're in. That's the energy of the 2 of Swords. Making an extremely difficult decision that has to be made, or everything's just on hold. But the 3 of Wands is telling you, if you're willing to wait, you're going to get exactly what you want. It'll be worth the wait. You also have the 6 of Pentacles telling you that you will be receiving what you want. This is you getting what you deserve. So, I mean, you did have those really, really difficult cards in the 9-card spread. You had things, you know, like the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. You know, really painful energy. The 8 of Cups, you know, as if somebody has kind of left you and, you know, kind of really devastated you. And for some of you, that 2 of Swords can be that you have a really difficult choice to make when it comes to getting them back. Do you want them back? Can you forgive them? The Six of Pentacles is telling you if you want them back, you will get what you deserve and what you want. This is a card of receiving. Now, in the bottom row, you have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. You know, there's confusion. It's interesting. I mean, look at these two cards. The Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. They are opposites, because with the Seven of Cups, someone was confused. Someone didn't know what to do. There was, you know, everything was just unclear. And then the Ace of Swords represent clarity and truth. This bottom row reads like a book. Someone was confused. Someone was not thinking clearly, was not seeing things clearly. But now they are, because the Ace of Swords is clarity and truth, seeing things in a new perspective. And then the Eight of Wands. Suddenly now, here comes a big change in your love life. The Eight of Wands can be a really exciting message, you know, from your ex. The Eight of Wands usually means that this message comes out of nowhere, this communication. It's something that gets you kind of really excited. And it's, again, the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is kind of like, you know, this is how they were, and this is how they are now. They were really confused. Maybe they made a decision when they weren't seeing things clearly. You did have the Moon and the 9-card spread. And, you know, with the Moon, like I said, with the Moon, there's a lot you don't know. I mean, the Moon is really kind of confusing energy. Here it is. I mean, seeing the Moon now, technically this is still, you know, your reading. So you do have the Moon and the Seven of Cups in the same reading. But when it comes to your ex, there could be something you don't know. They may have made a decision, you know, when they were really kind of lost and confused. But the Ace of Swords is telling me now suddenly, you know, mentally they're having a kind of mental breakthrough, an aha moment. Now they know what they want. And then here comes like some type of new development with your ex, with the Eight of Wands. This is either communication. For some of you, it can be both, of course, communication, but also a change in your relationship with your ex. Again, that comes out of nowhere. That is why you start off with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is saying there's going to be some delays here, some waiting, but you will get what you want if you're willing to wait. It'll be worth the wait. The Eight of Wands only comes up when, like, there has been a period of like nothing, no communication, no action, no nothing, and you've just been waiting. And then here comes this, you know, new development with your ex that comes out of nowhere. It is a really positive card of excitement and change. And again, it just seems like somebody maybe has changed their mind about you. You did have these kind of really interesting messages in the 9-card spread, like the Page of Pentacles 2 times. Sorry, wrong card. They look the same. The Page of, not the Page of Rods, the Page of Pentacles, where somebody, I told you, somebody is doing a lot of thinking about you. About maybe how things ended, because you did have this card here. I'll just put it there. The Goodbye card. Somebody's doing a lot of thinking about maybe, you know, why they left or why you left. Here it is. This card came up twice. It came up, of course, from this deck, and then it came up from the confirmation deck, as well as the Star. Again, with this message here, like somebody is doing a lot of thinking about you, and they're studying your breakup and their feelings for you, your feelings for them. And they're trying to figure out what to do. And that Two of Swords can also be your ex. You know, when I said that, it could be a difficult decision if they want to try again, to apologize to you, especially if it ended in a really kind of, you know, really painful way, where maybe they don't know how they could get you back now. But I did see movement. I mean, here it is, the Knight of Cups, positive movement in your love life. Of course, the main energy that you had for the 9-card spread was the Six of Swords. You're moving towards something much better. This is movement. Something much healthier. And of course, this is an ex spread, so I just feel like the energies around your ex are, you know, that there's still some confusion there with the Seven of Cups. It wouldn't be there if they weren't still confused in some way. But I also see, you know, that confusion is clearing away with the Ace of Swords, leading to some type of communication or really kind of exciting change in your relationship. And the Six of Pentacles is telling you that you will be receiving what you want. Just keep in mind the energy of the Moon, because it really stands out to me that you may not know everything that's been going on. You may only know, you know, part of the story, maybe part of the reason they left. But it just seems like there will be some big change there. Okay, Aries, this has been your love reading for October 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.